Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. First of all, I'd like to apologize to everybody for the delay, for unforeseeable reasons and circumstances. I hope you will all forgive that. Just a quick recap of what we done last week. Basically, we covered some of the rules and regulations of the Arabic language in terms of Nahu, and we first went over the different categories of love, the kalima. Okay, I hope I'm going to start using the terminologies, so I hope you get used to them. Because if I'm just going to keep saying the English, then you're not going to get used to them. So we went through the categories of kalima, and we said the three categories: ism, harf, and fa'l. And we explained what the meaning of ism is, what the meaning of fa'l is, what the meaning of harf is, and we went over we gave some examples of ism and fa'l and harf. Okay, and also in the book we went over how to do the letters at the beginning, how it's done in the beginning, how it's done in the middle, and in the end. And we also went through them into some of the words in terms of how to pronounce them together, that we have done in page 24. Now, from page 29, again, it's going to be a bit of that. But before we go into that, what I would like to do is to explain a bit more about the categories of ism, okay, the noun. Right, we all know that the kalima has three categories: ism, fa'l, harf. Now, ism can be broken into many subcategories. Okay, this is one category. It is called. So ism can be broken into two. One is ismul dhat, one is ismul ma'na. Okay, so one is ismul dhat and one is ismul ma'na. So ismul dhat, again, that's how you pronounce it. Ismul dhat, which means the concrete noun. Which means concrete noun. The other category is ismul ma'na, okay, which means the abstract noun. The abstract noun. The proper definition of that, if I dictate it to you, I want you to write it down, please. Ismul dhat, the concrete noun. That noun which denotes a thing and not a quality or state. I repeat, that noun which denotes a thing and not a quality or state. It is self-existent and not attached to anything else.
It is self-existent.
It is self-existent and not attached to anything else. Now, can somebody repeat it to me? Any volunteer, please? Okay.
That noun which denotes a thing and not a quality or state. It is self-existent and not attached to anything else.
Right. So what does that mean? It means that it's basically giving it basically indicates towards something of its own existence. It does not need anything else, nor is it attached to anything else. Example, faras. Faras means horse. Okay? Now, for horse, this word, to understand it, it's not attached to anything else. To understand it. You can understand faras means horse. Okay? Whereas sawad, black, it has to be attached to something else. It can't be, it's not self-existent. It can't be existent by itself. Okay? To understand black has to be attached to something else. Say a blackboard, a black car, a black pen. Black itself is not self-existent. It has to be attached to something else. Whereas this word doesn't need to be attached to anything else. And it's by itself, it is self-existent, and it's a thing which does not indicate towards any quality or a state. Right? I hope I made myself clear. Ismul ma'na, the abstract noun. Okay, the definition is that noun which denotes a quality or state. That noun which denotes a quality or state. It is attached to another. It is attached to another. Example is sawadun, black, bayadun, white. These two words are ism, but they come under ismul ma'na. Okay? Because these are not self-existent. For it to exist, it has to be attached to something else. You can't find black by itself. It'll be black, black paint, black board, black pen, black car, black water, black clouds, whatever. It'll be attached to something else. Okay? Or if I give you another example of Abiyad, sorry, another one. Riyadun. Riyadun means to let me give you another meaning. I'ta'un. I'ta means to give. To give again, for that to happen, it has to be done by somebody or by something. For that to exist, it's done by somebody. To give. You can't say, oh, this thing is to give. No. Somebody has to do that. So it's attached to somebody. Okay? Akhdun, to take. To take is not something that you can point to. Oh, that thing there is to take. You can't. That itself is a quality. To take is a quality which will only come into existence by somebody doing that. Yes? To thief. To steal, sorry. To steal. Stealing itself cannot happen. You can't point to something that is to steal. That has to be done by somebody for it to become into existence. So these will become under the category of ismul ma'na. Okay? Ismul ma'na. So, can somebody repeat the definition? Anybody?
That's noun which denotes a quality or state. It is attached to another.
Right. Okay? And here's the two examples. Okay. Now, if I turn the board now. Again, ism is categorized into three here. This is another category of ism. Very important that you understand this because a lot of the things that we're going to learn is related to this now. Ism can either be a masdar, al-masdar. I've got it in transliteration. Al-masdar. Or it will be al-mushtaq. Or it will be al-jamid. So this is another category of ism. So either be al-masdar. Masdar literally means a place where something comes out. A place where something comes out. Here it means the root noun. What does it mean? The root noun. Again, I'll give you a definition of every single one. Al-mushtaq, the derivative noun. Al-mushtaq is, can you see it, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah? If you want to come back there now, because we've got system now. Or come and join here if you want. I think it's better if you come here because this thing was probably covered. Yeah, come here. Al-Mushtaq means the derivative noun. And Al-Jamid means the primary noun. The primary noun. Now let me explain to you each one. So according to its origin, the originality of the word ism, not the word ism, but the noun, the category of ism, it can be categorized into three. So al-masdar, the definition of al-masdar is that noun from which many words are derived. That noun from which many words are derived. It's not there, so please, if you can write what I'm saying. The definition of al-masdar is that noun from which many words are derived. Now if you take an example here, Nasrun means to help. Nasrun means to help. Now this is masdar. Why? It's because from this word, many other words are created. Many other words are derived. Many other words are formed from this word, Nasrun. Like Nasir. You know we say Nasir, so many people names. Nasir means the helper. What does it mean? The helper. Also, Nasara, he helped. Again, that's a verb. It's come out from this word, Nasrun. Yansuru, he will help. Again, it's come out from there. Okay? Mansur means the person who's being helped, or the person who has been helped. Again, it's come out from this word. So that is the root noun, which in Arabic you call masdar. It means the word, the noun, which is that noun from which many words are derived. So Nasrun, to help. Ibadah, we heard of ibadah, means to worship. And from there, abid. You know what we say abid? Abid means a worshipper. Ya'budu, he will worship. Ma'bad, a place of worship. These are all words that come out from this word, from this root word, ibadah. As-sujud. As-sujud means to prostrate. Sajada, he prostrated. Sajid, who's heard of the word sajid? So many people name the word sajid. What does that mean? It means a person who prostrates. Masjidun, a place where to worship. Again, it's come from as-sujud. And as-sujud will be under this word, al-masdar. Next one, al-mushtaq, the derivative noun. The definition is that noun which is derived from a masdar. That noun which is derived from a masdar. So example, Nasir. Nasir, I'm sure you must have heard Nasir, so many names in Ready called Nasir, which means helper. This word has been derived from this word, Nasrun. So that's a word which has been derived from this word. Okay? Abidun, worshipper. Abidun means worshipper. This word has been derived from this word, ibadatun. So this would be called a derivative noun, meaning a noun that which has been extracted from this word. Then we have al-jamid, the primary noun. The definition of that noun which is neither derived from another word nor is any word derived from it. I repeat, that noun which is neither derived from another word nor is any word derived from it. So what does that mean? It's quite simple. A is not derived from another word, nor is that word, nor does any word is derived from there. So this one, Nasrun, words that, yes,
Can you
please.
just repeat that again?
That noun,
Yeah.
which is neither derived from another word, nor is any word derived from it.
The first one.
This is Jamid.
Yes, the first one,
Yeah?
That's the one.
So if you go back to Al-Masdar, Nasrun is not derived from another word, but many words are derived from it. Nasirun, okay, from that word, other words are not derived, but that itself is derived from that word. And Jamid is neither this nor this. Example of Jamid, Rajulun. Sorry. Rajulun. Rajulun means?
Man.
A man, person. Farasun. Farasun means horse. What does it mean? Farasun means horse. Now, Rajulun is a word which is not derived from another word, nor does any word derive from that word. So it's an independent word which is not doesn't have any connection with any other word. Okay, just to make you, just a little, if you write a little note down, Masdar comes under the category of al-ismul ma'na. You know the first category we did? Ismul ma'na, ismul dhat. Masdar comes under the category of ismul ma'na, and mushtaq and jamid comes under the category of ismul dhat. Okay?
Say that again, please.
Right. Masdar
Yeah.
comes under the category of ismul ma'na, and mushtaq and jamid come under the category of ismul dhat. Have any papers? Yeah, just in case. We'll do a little test now. Is there anything I need to repeat? Has anybody missed anything? Yes.
Could you repeat the derivative noun definition? I understand that it's not a noun which is derived. Oh, so it's a noun which is derived from a word, but yeah.
So you want to repeat again, yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
That noun which is derived from a masdar. The derivative noun. That noun which is derived from a masdar. Okay, so just like everyone's got it. Yeah? If you want me to repeat anything, please tell me now. Okay?
Is there more examples of mushtaq? More examples
Of
of
mushtaq?
worship or again words?
There's plenty. Like I said, Sajid, Sajid, Rabi, Nasir, Hassan, Hasim, Jamil, Rabi, Fahim. What's your name? Huh?
Khalid.
Khalid. Khalid is mushtaq? Yes. What's your name?
Name.
Naeem, mushtaq. What's your name?
Ahmed.
Ahmed, mushtaq. What's your name?
Isa.
Isa, Jamid. What's your name?
Sahih.
Saeed, Mushtaq. What's your name?
Shamuel.
Shama'il. Shama'il is Jamid. What's your name? Shehzad. That's not Arabic. That's not Arabic. Good. Huh?
Nabil.
Nabil. Mushtaq.
Hashim.
Hashim. Mushtaq.
Saifuddin.
Saifuddin. Saif. Jamid.
Rahil.
Al-Rahil means to leave. Person who's left. Mushtaq.
Shihabuddin.
Shihabuddin.
Yeah.
Shihab. Jamid.
Noman.
Nu'man. Jamid. So there you are. You know your category now. You know you can work your which part of your. So basically, just to
So the name Hashim is Mushtaq, so it comes from
Hashim. From Al-Hashmu.
Al-Hashim. What does that mean?
Hashim, there's a lot of meaning. One means someone who basically can crash everything. You know, Banu Hashim is referring to the Arab tribe.
Famous tribe, isn't it?
Huh?
Hashim was a famous tribe.
Yeah, yes. The time of the right. So we said we were going to do a little test, wasn't we? Is it? No one remembers that one. No one remembers that part, does it?
Ask the sisters.
Okay, page 24. Page 24. On my right hand side, I want you to say one word and you say the next word, carry on as we go along. Okay? If you start from the first word.
قرأ
Qara'a. What does it mean?
reading.
Next word.
Shaqara.
Say the meaning.
Yaqifu, he stops.
Fahima. He understood.
You've got to be faster. Fahima.
Fahima.
Yeah, the Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. These are short vowels which cannot be stretched. Which cannot be stretched. So the way to pronounce it is quick. Fahima.
Fahima.
That's correct. Next one.
Hasuna.
Again, it's got to be quick. Hasuna.
Hasuna.
Yes. What does that mean?
He was good.
Ra'iba. He decided.
Ragiba.
Ra'iba.
Ragiba. Gain. Ragiba.
Ragiba.
Okay. Next.
Kataba. He wrote.
Ruziqa, he was endowed with.
Dahika, he laughed.
A bit faster. Dahika.
Dahika.
Next.
Yasifu. He describes.
Next one.
Ulima. It was known.
Next one.
Lahiqa. He joined.
Start from the beginning again. Next one.
Qur'a. He read. Shakara. He thanked.
Yeah. So now you've got the gist of. Have I?
Let's go do it all together.
Oh, you haven't said one yet. Let's hear the next one then.
Yaqifu, he stops.
Okay, mashallah. Very good. So this is how you say it together. Alright? You've had a practice of that. Page 29. Let's put it to a test. When you start from the first one. Page 29, the first one.
بحث.
Yeah, what does it mean?
He looked for.
Next one.
Thabata. He understood. Sorry, he stood firm.
Please just read it. Next one.
Shariba, he drank.
Shariba.
Shari.
Yeah. Say again?
Shariba.
Yeah. Next one.
Nasara. He escaped.
Scattered. Nathara.
Nasara.
Yeah. Tha.
Sa.
Nasara.
Nasara.
Next one.
فرق.
What does it mean? Say the meaning.
Just mean he left.
He left. Next one.
Satara. He covered.
Turn the page. Next page, please.
Jama'a. He gathered.
Okay, next.
Sajada, he prostrated.
Yes. Next one.
خرج, he went out.
Next one.
Hamida, he praised.
Next one.
Hafidha, he protected.
Very good. Next one.
Sharaha, he explained.
Okay. Next one.
Saraha, he shouted.
Next one.
Rajara.
Huh?
Rajara. Sorry, Fakhara. He blasted.
Okay, that's another word that we use normally. Fakhar ghanna. Fakhar ghanna. You say, no, don't we? Be proud. Okay, look. Be proud. Go next one.
Dakhala, he entered.
He entered. Okay, very good. So this is how you actually pronounce it, okay? So for the next lesson, you're going to be doing it up to all the way up to, well, not next lesson, this is your preparation, this is your homework that you need to do for until what was it? Page 43.
43.
Page 43. So if you've got a book there, okay, what you need to do underneath it, use your book, write it out independently, then write it out how it would look like. If it's going to be joined up, then just join it together and just do it. It shouldn't take too long.
No, so is it up to 39 or 43?
I say 43.
43 is like some difference now.
Sorry?
39. 40 to 42 is to go into like Tanween and stuff.
So page
It's
39.
39. This is where it ends.
Oh, sorry. Yes. No. We're going to do Tanween today, don't worry. Yeah, do that. Keep it to 43, don't worry. That's not showing it. That's not showing it. Getting very tactful there. Yeah. Okay, so up to page 43 is what your homework is. Okay. So if you go to page 40, so all that up to page 39 is basically what I've just explained what to do. Very simple, very easy. You got your book, just have to sit down, you know, whenever you can, maybe before go to sleep or whatever, you know, instead of putting TV on, just grab the book and that will take you to sleep very quickly. Okay, we go to Tanween. We gave a sheet right at the beginning of the first lesson where all the definitions and of all the actual of all the terminologies. Yeah, something like this.
Yeah.
And they explain what Tanween is. 2 fathas, 2 kasra, or 2 dhammas. So the 3 short vowels, fatha, kasra, and dhamma, can be doubled. This is known as Tanween, and it changes the sound of the vowel. So basically it gives a N sound then. Okay? That's what it is. So Tanween Fatha, they say Fathatan, or you can say Fathatain, whichever, is the 2 short diagonal strokes written above an Arabic letter. It is pronounced an, as in the English word man, but that's not the real proper pronunciation. It's with mun. Okay? So M-U-N, mun, not man. Okay? So it is usually supported by an alif. So whenever there's a fathatan or fathatain, after that there'll be an alif written. Why an alif is written, I will explain in due course. Okay? But at the moment, the way to understand that this letter has a fathatain on it, okay, is if you read the Quran, then obviously the Quran will have 2 fathas on it. But if you was reading an Arabic literature, okay, one of the indication is that there's an alif after it. Remember, Arabic language, the literature itself, will not have any diacritical marks on it. So you, by learning this, you'll know exactly what to read. Should you read Rajulun, Rajulan, Rajulin, you know, Abadan, Gadan, Gadin. This is what all this grammar is going to teach you, inshallah. So the indication that this has fathatan or fathatain, it will have an alif at the end of that letter. So as you can see, ban, tan. Okay, so I want everybody to repeat after me. An, ban, tan, san, jan, han, hon, done,
done,
zan,
zan,
run,
run,
zan,
zan,
sun,
sun,
shun,
shun,
son,
son,
bon,
bon,
ton,
don,
von,
von,
an,
an,
ron,
ron,
fun,
fun,
on,
on,
can,
can,
lan,
lan,
man,
man,
nan,
nan,
han,
han,
one,
one,
yan.
yan.
Okay, so that's how you do the fathatain. Then we go to the next one, which is kasratan or kasratain, which again is this is the two short diagonal strokes written below in Arabic letter, normally below. Sometimes it's not exactly below. You'll see. I'll show you in due course. It is pronounced in, as in the English word win. Now that's slightly better pronunciation. Win. Okay. So the way to pronounce it is in,
In,
bin,
bin,
tin,
tin,
thin,
sin,
jin,
jin,
hen,
hen,
chin,
hen,
din,
din,
zin,
zin,
rin,
rin,
zin,
zin,
sin,
sin,
shin,
shin,
sin,
sin,
din,
din,
tin,
din,
zin,
zin,
in,
in,
rin,
rin,
fin,
fin,
in,
in,
kin,
kin,
lin,
lin,
min,
min,
nin,
nin,
hin,
hin,
win,
win,
yin.
yin.
Okay. Now we go to the next one, which is the tanween damma, dammatan or dammatain. This is the two dammas which is written above an Arabic letter. It is pronounced as as in the word, English word, bun, not bun, it's bun.
That's how I pronounce it in Yorkshire.
Is it? Oh yeah, we'll have to go to Yorkshire now. Bun. Okay.
Un,
Bun.
bun,
Tun.
tun,
Thun.
sun,
Jun.
jun,
Hun.
hun,
Hun.
hun,
Dun.
dun,
Zun.
zun,
Run.
run,
Zun.
zun,
Sun.
sun,
Shun.
shun,
Sun.
sun,
Dun.
dun,
Tun.
tun,
Zun.
zun,
Un.
un,
Run.
run,
Fun.
fun,
Un.
un,
Kun.
kun,
Lun.
lun,
Mun.
mun,
Nun.
nun,
Hun.
hun,
Wun.
wun,
Yun.
yun.
Okay, so that's how you pronounce dammatain. Okay, if you need to check again, please go to the recording afterwards and you can listen to it afterwards. Okay, this page 43 is the practice of the tanween. So we need to do that as well. So if you can practice on that, how to practice it is basically underneath it, write it, and then say it. You write it, and then you say abin. Okay? Write it underneath, then you say waladun, qalamun, jarasan, asadun, ila akhir, unto the end. Okay? So that's that. And then for next week, if you just want to have a little quick browse of what we're going to do next week, is basically we'll be doing all the muds, the long vowels. We'll be explaining more of the long vowels and then the practice of the long vowels. Okay? So basically pretty much up to page 47. So if you want to browse for the next week as well, what we're going to do for next week. Okay? So this is, you know what your homework is. So please, brothers, you know, to stay on top of the game, you need to do your homework. And remember, this is part, look at it as part of your deen. Right? This is part of your deen. So if you look at it that way, then you'll understand the importance of why we're learning it. Okay? Obviously there's other benefits to it, but that's not the reason. It's like I gave the example of a cow. You buy the cow for the milk, you get manure free. Okay? So likewise here, this is the whole essence of it, is to try to understand, you know, when we recite the Quran, we understand what it's saying, and then making that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, getting closer through his book and through the book of Allah. Okay, I've got some phrases which you can write down and inshallah learn them in due course. It's something that you can use during your time, maybe when you go for Umrah or whatever in any Arab country. Kam as-sa'a, okay? Which means, what is the time? Kam as-sa'a. So if you want to ask somebody, you say, Kam as-sa'a.
Kamisa.
كم الساعة؟
Come inside.
أي اليوم هذا? What day is it today? أي اليوم هذا? You say هذا يوم الاثنين. Today is Monday. أي اليوم هذا? What day is it today? The third phrase, ما شغلك? What is your job? So somebody can say شغلي سائق. I'm a driver. My job is a driver. شغلي طباخ. وأنا طباخ. I'm a chef or whatever. وأنا مهندس. I'm an engineer. So these are different words you can use. ما شغلك? What is your job? What is your profession? What do you do? كم عمرك? What is your age? If you want to ask somebody, what is your age? You say, كم عمرك? If I were to reply, عمري 39. My age is 39. عمري 39. The numbers, I'll explain in due course how to do the numbers and etc. Okay? But this is just simple phrases, simple words, simple questions that we can ask. So كم عمرك? What is your age? So we've got 4 phrases. Can everybody remember what the first phrase of the first lesson was? Yeah, and?
Man هذا.
And then?
ما هذا.
And what else?
من هذا.
And? Oh, the second week, what was it?
Who is?
No, that was last
هو
Was it last week? I did the first one I gave you.
No.
Wasn't it? Oh,
Five.
I had to double up.
No, you didn't.
No.
So we've got these phrases.
Can you repeat them again?
Okay. كم الساعة?
كم الساعة؟
What is the time? Huh? That's الساعة الثامنة. الساعة الثامنة والنصف. It is 9:30. Huh? أي اليوم هذا? What day is it today? اليوم يوم الاثنين. Today is Monday. ما شغلك? What is your job? شغلي إمام. أنا إمام في المسجد. I'm an imam in the mosque. وأنت شرطي. You're a policeman. So this is كم عمرك? What is your age? كم عمرك? So there's slightly difference if you want to ask a male or a female. Okay? So if it's like you want to ask a female about her job, you would say, obviously, with what we've done, we just shortly, ma shughluk. That's how you would say to a woman as well. But if you really want to break it down even further, you say ma shughluki. Ma shughluka. Shughluka is referring to a man, shughluki is referring to a woman. But that's, we'll explain again in due course how to, there's different words for man and different words for a woman.
Isn't the feminine version for most words by using
Ta.
by the kasra instead of the fatha? So the fatha would normally mean that it's masculine, doesn't it? Most of the words. Or is
Not always.
Or is that an
Not always.
overgeneralization?
Not always.
Oh.
There's other things like there's a ta, a round ta that gives an indication that this is a feminine. And then you got the kasra, and there's also other things. Some words by itself is feminine. Like in English, when you refer to a land, she went to war.
No, it's like husna, isn't it? Husna means greatest or something, but that's the feminine husna.
Husna.
Yeah.
Husna.
It means great or greatest, doesn't it?
Husna
But that's
means
like the
beautiful.
feminine. Oh, is it beautiful? I thought that was because Akbar is great, obviously, but
Yeah, Hassan, Ahsan,
yeah,
and Husna.
yeah, okay. But that's the feminine word, isn't it? Yeah.
So we'll go into that probably in due course. So,
Is it kum?
كم عمرك؟ كم عمرك؟ بدعين كم عمرك؟ If you ask the ladies, did they copy this down? They copied everything down, yeah?
Just the back side down, yellow one.
Then there's another one.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a patient? Dhamma on the.
They said maybe you want to pass it down to them because otherwise they'll be here to 10 o'clock then.
Is that Dhamma on the right? Umaruk.
Umaruk with it. No, fuck Dhamma.
Dhamma, yeah.
Dhamma with it.
Mana, is it ma look or shugluka?
Well, if you're referring to a man, Mashul Luka, but normally when you speak, you don't actually pronounce the last haraka on the letter. Mashul.
What's your hobby?
You can say hobby or profession. Used for many words. Any questions related to what we did today? Anything you didn't understand, we can go over it while they're writing down. Any of the definitions that you need to put more clarity, didn't really full grasp of it. There's a saying in Arabic, yes.
Isn't Ismul Ma'na similar to Al-Harf
No.
by your definition?
No. Harf is basically a particle, which for it to understand you need an ism or a fi'l attached to it. Understand? And this one, Ismul Ma'na, is basically a name of something, but it's not independent for its existence. It has to be attached to something. So like Al-Bayad. Bayad is white. White is a name, isn't it? But for you to understand it, for it to come into existence, it has to be attached to something else. Okay? This is why the Arab language is very rich and it's very has a lot of meaning to it.
We left it too late.
Sorry? Nothing is too late. Nothing is too late. We learn from cradle to death. Yeah, nothing is too late. Matter of fact, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gave us tawfiq even at this age. This is لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. Allah says, those if you thank and be grateful, then I will increase the ni'mah. So He'll give us more opportunity. And I was about to say that it's important that we ask. There's a saying in Arabic, al-ulumu aqfalun, that knowledge is like locks. Wal-as'ilatu mafatihuha, and the questions are the keys to those locks. So if you want to really understand, then you've got to ask questions. Okay? That's one thing you cannot be shy about. If you be shy in this, you will lose out. Simple as that. Okay? Everything has a place, has its place. Shyness should be in when doing a sin. Should be shy. No, you can't be doing this. Not in gaining the knowledge in doing good things. There's no shyness in there. Yeah? So that's where our shyness should be. And that is what when they say al-haya shu'batun min iman. Prophet ﷺ said that haya and modesty and being feeling kind of shame, not in the shame as if feeling ashamed, but this having that kind of hijab and that barrier to stop you from doing something. That is a big portion of deen. You know? إذا لم تستحي فافعل ما شئت. Prophet ﷺ said, if you lost your modesty and you lost your shame, you can do whatever you want. Then you have no. But once you have that modesty built within you, then that becomes a barrier from doing sins. And that our modesty and our shame is first of all with Allah. No one is watching, Allah is watching.
Yeah.
Even it says in the hadith that even if you're in the room by yourself, if need, you should try at most not to dress naked there as well. Why? The angels are there. Have shame, have modesty in front of them. This is how much Islam teaches us. That even if we're going into basically unnecessarily dressing down. You only dress down when you need to. Like if you need to go to the bathroom, to the toilet, when you have a relationship with your wife. Otherwise, no. Even if you're in the room by yourself, you don't sit down with shorts and just sit down and chill out, watching the movie, it's really nice and hot. Again, that's wrong. People do that. Walk around the house with nice shorts and think it's normal. That's not normal. That's showing your Satan. That's showing the part that you're not supposed to be showing. And people do that. And it's wrong. So the thing is, when it comes to learning, when it comes to learning the deen of knowledge, there's no shame. How do we know how Prophet ﷺ had a relationship with his wife? How did we get to know? Was there anyone else when our Prophet ﷺ here? No. It was the Sahabas. It's the Inquisition, the hunger for knowledge. They wanted to know how Prophet ﷺ did everything. How did my beloved went to the toilet? They were told. The wives told, this is how he did it. This is what he read when he was copulating with his wife. So how was this knowledge passed to us? It's because they asked about these things. So these things you don't have shame. Because these are the things that will make us closer to our Lord. Yeah? So it's very important that when it comes to the knowledge of deen, we don't have shame. We want to know about something, we go and ask, but it's a matter of deen, we don't. Oh, Ajib, what's he going to say? Oh, I don't know this. No, it's not doing. This may be the salvation from you from the fire of hell. Just one simple thing could be the means from saving yourself from fire of hell and getting yourself entering the Jannah. So never belittle any knowledge. Don't think it's smaller. No. We don't know which is great in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every knowledge, that's why it says, learning one ayah, one verse, is more greater than performing 1,000 rakat of salah. Why? Knowledge is so great. Because knowledge gives a man the torch, which he can then shine in the light, in the darkness. Then he will know what he's picking up. Is he picking up a stick or is he picking up a snake? That is what knowledge gives a person. That he will know what's right and wrong. He will know, is this the path that will lead me to destruction, or is this the path that will lead me to eternal success? So this is why I say never ever feel ashamed. Man or woman, you go ask the people of knowledge. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ. This is the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the command of our beloved Creator. This is Him telling us that this is what you need to do. You go and ask the people of knowledge if you do not know something. Man, woman, do not feel shy. Because on the day of judgment, no one's going to help you for not knowing something and doing and transgressing the borders. But who's going to help? Oh, well, shy, no. So we need to learn these things. So all this knowledge that was passed down is because of the and inquisitiveness of the Sahabas, and they wanted to know, because they knew that Prophet ﷺ was a role model. Whatever he did, he was guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. The Quran says that he did not speak from his own desires, but it was a revelation that was given to him. Whatever he said, whatever he did, was all guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was the way in which Allah is giving He's making connection with us. He's telling us, this is how I want you to be. How the only way we can reach to Allah is through Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, this is my beloved, do what he does and you will reach to me. You do that and I will be pleased with you. And if I become pleased with you, then guarantee of success, which is eternally to stay in Jannah. How do we know Allah is pleased with us? We're not going to see a big massive smile on him. He's pleased. No. He's showing that He's pleased with us is by giving us entry to Jannah. And how is He going to show His displeasure? He's not going to. No, He's going to throw you in the fire of hell. That's His way of showing that He's displeased with you. So madharul ghadab, the showing of anger, the place where He will show His anger is in Jahannam, and Nar, the fire of hell. And madharul ridwan, the place where He will show His happiness is Jannah, that He is happy. Right? So this is why we, at all times, especially when we come to learn knowledge, remember, first of all, we make our intention sincere, but we're learning knowledge to gain closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and always make dua to Allah ta'ala. Allah ta'ala accepts it. And remember, knowledge is something that we've got to seek it, we've got to want it, then Allah will give it to us. Allah's not going to put it into somebody's head for nothing. Okay? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq, inshallah.